Hello everyone. I'm gonna do some whiskey. What else is new? Okay, well, about almost 2 years ago, I was doing a live stream, and there was this guy commenting on the live chat that he was drinking Weiser's Triple Barrel Rye, and he was down in the States somewhere, and he went by the name of Sriracha Ace. I don't know if he's still around. I haven't seen him commenting in quite some time. But this is almost 2 years ago, and he was talking about Triple Barrel Rye. And what I was drinking at the time, or what I had, was J.P. Weiser's Double Still Rye, of which I have a fresh bottle here. Well, to my surprise, when I was hunting for something else, I found Weiser's Triple Barrel Rye in a bag, no less, like it's Crown Royal or something. And we don't get Crown Royal in a bag in Canada unless it's really a special highfalutin bag whiskey. I have one that's in a box in a bag, and I will be doing that one later on in the year, sometime in the spring, I guess. Anyway, so here's the bag, and it has a thing: J.P. Weiser's Triple Barrel Rye, 43.4% alcohol by volume, Canadian whiskey. J.P. Weiser Distillery, Canada. Oh, here it is. Follow 3 steps. Open and fill half the Lewis bag with ice cubes. Oh, that's what it's for. Okay. Close bag. Lay flat and smash with a mallet. Fill glass with freshly crushed ice and 1 ounce of J.P. Weiser's Triple Barrel Rye. Now, why would I want to do something like that? Why would I want to take the flavor away? And the Lewis bag was a staple of 19th century bartending. Today it remains one of the most effective ways to crush ice for drinks at home. The canvas wicks away excess moisture so your drink is less watered down. But it's got ice in it. That's going to water it down. Triple Barrel Rye, bonus Lewis bag. So that's what this is for. I didn't know that. Now I know. Good thing they have these labels. Otherwise, I would have said, well, what's this bag for? I will give it to someone who tends bar, I guess, because I have no big use for it. Old whiskey aged in these select barrels, 3 select barrels, perfectly balancing rich notes of caramel, oak, distinctive rice spice. 750 mils, 43.4% alcohol by volume. What's really curious is that the Double Still Rye is also 43.4% alcohol by volume. So what I'm going to do, I think, is maybe taste them side by side. First, let me pour some water into this glass right here so that I stay hydrated. So that I stay hydrated and comfortable. This was Compass Box, no name. I finished it yesterday. I actually did quite a bit of a peat thing yesterday, but I won't talk about that now. I had a peat flight, basically. Okay. Double Still Rye. Triple Barrel Rye, I mean. Okay, let's get this open and pour a glass. Yeah. Now, since I said I was going to do these side by side, I might as well pour a glass of this one too, the Double Still, which I was familiar with. Did I get the level right? I hope so. Yeah. They look identical. I'm getting rye and caramel, at least on the triple barrel. A bit of a dill note. Rye, like rye bread. The dill note, caramel. Drink a bit of water. Why 43.4%, I wonder? And the question is, are these the same? More of that rye, that spicy rye. Legs, well, they sort of hang on there a little bit, but they do run down. What about this other one? What about this double still? This one is rye, 100% rye from what I understand. That was partially distilled using a pot still and partially distilled using a continuous column still or a coffee still. Okay. This one smells lighter. This one has more, this one has it's lighter. The rye isn't quite as in your face as with the triple barrel. It's there, but it's not as, it's lighter. There's also more vanilla here than with the triple barrel. The double still has more vanilla. There's almost, I didn't get much vanilla at all in the triple barrel, but but in the double still, I'm getting vanilla and caramel. That's a nice nose. Here's our triple barrel again. The rye seems darker here, if that makes any sense. And I think the rye on the nose is fading too. And as it fades, I'm getting more caramel. There are legs on that. They do hang on. So 43.4% is enough to give it decent legs. Back to the double still. Yeah, more caramel and some vanilla here, which wasn't on the other one. I'm going to try this one first. This is the double still, which I did almost 2 years ago. So this is kind of a, actually no, I'm going to do this one first, the triple barrel, because this is really about the triple barrel, and I just brought the double still as a, just to compare the two, because I have had the other one before. Okay, here goes. Right away, spicy. Spicy rye. Very spicy. What does it say on the back here? Bold whiskey aged in 3 select barrels, perfectly balancing. Okay, I saw that already. J.P. Weiser Distillery Limited, Toronto. Refund where applicable. Since 1857. Masterfully blended for bold character. So, does it say what the 3 barrels are? That is the question. That's the triple barrel rye, by the way, the bottle, in case you were wondering. And of course, there's the Lewis bag that goes with it. Yeah, there we go. Now we know what that's all about. I never read that until now, and I've had this since, when did I buy this? April 14th, 2018. So that's been a while. What did I pay for this? $28.99. So about $2.90 for the goods and services tax and liquor tax. Sorry, so $2.90 liquor tax and $1.95. Yeah, $1.95 for the GST, goods and services tax. So that's interesting. And while we're at it, what did the other one cost? This one here, the double still rye. Double still rye was a little bit less at $27.69. $27.69. So comparable price. It's just $1 less. So same ABV. And this was bought on May 5th. Same ABV, similar price, but they were from different stores, so they're going to be a little different in that way. Getting some of that dill again on the triple barrel. It's hard to keep them straight. Triple barrel, double still. Oh, the second sip, now that I'm more acclimatized to it, is a lot easier drinking. There is some spicy tingling, but there's also a caramel and a slightly chewy mouthfeel. The mouthfeel is a little bit it's thick enough. It's should I say viscous, more viscous than I thought it would be. And the aftertaste, rye, spicy. Spicy. When the liquid is still in my mouth, I'm getting some caramel. Some caramel and then spicy. Nice. I'm getting, as I got on the nose, on the taste, I'm also getting on the palate some dill and spicy. Mm. Not the most complex whiskey you're gonna find, but it's tasty. Now I'm gonna taste the double still, which I did a couple of years ago, almost. Oh yeah. The rye is not as forward as it is in the triple barrel. But it's there nonetheless. And there's, I'd say, just as much caramel. And then there's a vanilla note here, which is absent in the triple barrel. Here's the double still. Mm. Mm. This is this is filling my mouth with rye spice, but it's a little duller than the triple barrel. The double still is more, it's coating my mouth with spice, but the spice is not as sharp, if that makes sense. No, they're similar but not identical. The double still, the nose is gentler, but I think the rye coats the mouth more on the palate than this one. There's also, with the triple barrel, I'm also getting a hint of something fruity. I can't quite make out what it is. Is it an apple or a pear? Oh, back to the double still. I'm surprised I haven't mixed them up yet. Yeah, there's some vanilla in here, and the caramel is also there, but it's dominated by the rye, and the rye coats everything here. Do I prefer one over the other? Am I getting hiccups? Goodness. A hint of cherry. There is a hint of cherry in the triple barrel, but it doesn't say what the barrels are. I'm imagining there's some ex-bourbon. I'm imagining there's some virgin oak as well, and maybe a wine or sherry cask. And I don't know what the proportions are of how much of this cask and how much of that cask, or how much of the liquid was in one cask and how much of the liquid was in another cask. It doesn't say anything about finishing. It just says triple barrel. So some of it was in one kind and another kind, rich notes of caramel and oak with distinctive rice spice. Okay, the oak. Some caramel, yes. It's not that woody. But I guess the caramel would be coming from the barrels to begin with. It's a bit woody, but not very much. I finished it already. I'm going to have to pour a little bit more. I've been going on for quite a while. I'm going to have to end this thing pretty soon. There's just a little bit more here. Wow. Okay, double still one last time. I cannot say that I prefer one over the other. They're both really nice. Slanchava.
Foodquig.
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 Foodquig?
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, I shot the video you just saw about 8 or 9 days ago. And that was before the 2019 Victoria Whiskey Festival, where I attended a couple of master classes that were given by Dr. Don Livermore. And I asked him what the difference was between double still and triple barrel rye. And he said, absolutely none. It's the same recipe. And I said, but I did taste a difference. And he said, well, it's just batch variation. And I asked why they changed the name. He says, well, it's because your average guy sitting in a bar doesn't know what a still is, so it was easier to call it triple barrel rye instead of double still rye, just to avoid the confusion. I just thought I'd add that in there.